Hello students. So today we are going to discuss on the topic simple microscope. Today we are going to discuss on the topic simple microscope. So what is a simple microscope? A simple microscope is nothing but a simple convex lens. A convex lens. We are calling it to be a simple microscope. So at first what we have drawn here is an eye seeing an object with a naked eye. That is, this is a naked eye seeing an object without any lens. This eye is seeing an object without any lens. That means without using any simple microscope. So this object will make an angle to the eye. This object will make a particular angle to the eye, will extend an angle to the eye. So this angle we called it to be alpha. This angle we called it to be alpha. So here capital D is the least distance of distinct vision. Is the least distance of distinct vision. Least distance of distinct vision. Here capital D is the least distance of distinct vision. So what is least distance of distinct vision? It is the minimum distance up to which our eye can see an object clearly. It is the minimum distance up to which our eye can see an object clearly. If you bring a hand towards your eye, after a definite position you cannot see your hand clearly. After a definite position you cannot see your hand clearly. In the same way, if you bring this object very closer, you cannot see the object clearly after a definite position. So this particular distance, that is this particular position from the eye, is called as the least distance of distinct vision. So at first we have kept the object, we have seen the object with our naked eye. So this object is making an angle alpha. This object is making an angle alpha with the naked eye. So here in this triangle, if you take tan of alpha will give us h divided by d. Tan of alpha will be equal to h divided by d. So what we are trying to find is the angular magnification. Angular magnification. What we are trying to find is the angular magnification. So we got tan of alpha. Now in this diagram, if you see in this diagram, this object is making an angle beta. This object is making an angle beta with the optical center, of this lens. And the final image of this object, the image of this object is produced at the infinity. The image of this object is produced at the infinity. So if you take, that means the object is present at the focus. This object is kept at the focus. So that's why the image is formed at infinity. That means when the object is kept at the focus, the image is formed at infinity. So this object makes a particular angle with the optical center. That means this object is making a particular angle with the eye. So that angle we are calling it to be beta when the lens is used. So that angle we are calling it to be beta. So if you take tan of beta will give us, tan of beta will be equal to h divided by f. Tan of beta will be equal to h divided by f, because perpendicular divided by base. Tan of any angle will be equal to perpendicular divided by base. That is, base is f, that is focal length, small f, focal length. So if you want to find the angular magnification is given as magnification for an object when it is placed, when it is placed at the focus at the focus of the microscope is given as how it is given. So we represent angular magnification as small m. So this small m will be equal to tan of beta divided by tan of alpha. So this is called as the angular magnification. That is the tan of beta divided, this is the ratio of tan of beta divided by tan of alpha. It is the ratio of tan of beta. What is tan of beta? Tan of beta is equal to h divided by f. H divided by f, tan of beta divided by tan of alpha is called the angular magnification. Tan of beta divided by tan of alpha is the angular magnification. So what is tan of beta? Tan of beta is equal to h divided by f. Tan of beta is the h divided by tan of beta, we got it to be h divided by f. And what is tan of alpha? Tan of alpha we found it to be h divided by d. H divided by d. Tan of beta we found it to be h divided by f. Tan of alpha is the h divided by d. So finally, what will be the value for m? M can be written as m will be equal to d divided by f. M will be equal to d divided by f. So this is the magnification when the image is formed at infinity. This is the magnification of the microscope when the image is formed at infinity. This is the magnification of the microscope when the image is formed at infinity. So this was the first case. So this is the first case. So let us discuss for the second case. This is the second case. So let us discuss for this diagram. So I am rubbing this portion. So this time we are using this diagram. We are not using this diagram. We are using this diagram. So here beta is this, and this is the same object h of height h. The same object we are using of height h. This time we are placing the object nearer to the lens. That means this distance u is smaller than f. This distance u is smaller than f. So that's why image is formed. On the same side of the object. That's why the image is formed on the same side of the object. So that's why what we can do is that we can take the value for tan of beta. So tan of beta for this triangle, will be equal to h divided by u. Tan of beta for this triangle will be equal to h divided by u. Previously it was h divided by f. So finally we need angular magnification. We can get angular magnification when the image is formed at the least distance of distinction. So the image is formed at the least distance of distinction. That means we need to see the image clearly. So what is microscope doing? Microscope is making microscope. What is microscope doing? Microscope is seeing a smaller object clearly. So that's why we need to see this image of this object clearly. So that's why the image should be formed at the least distance of distinction. So what will be the value for m? M is the same formula, which is equal to tan of beta divided by tan of alpha, which can also be written as beta divided by alpha. Why beta divided by alpha? Because these angles alpha beta, these are very small angles. So that's why trigonometric function of small angle will be approximately equal to that angle. In the same case, here also it will be equal to beta. When the angles are very small, the trigonometric function of that angle will be equal to that angle. So we can write tan of beta to be beta and tan of alpha to be alpha. So this implies what? This implies beta was this value, that is h divided by u. And what is alpha? Tan of alpha was equal to h divided by d. So finally the value for m can be written as d divided by u. M is equal to d divided by u. m is equal to d divided by u. So now we need this value for u. We need to put the value for u, because we don't know the particular value for u. We need the value for u in terms of d and f. We need the value for u in terms of d and f of the lens. D and f. What is f? F is the focal length of this lens. So we know from the lens formula is given as what? Is equal to 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. 1 by v minus 1 by u. But for this diagram, f is which one? F, this time we should consider this f. Why? Because this is the direction of the ray. So this will be this is the focal length. This is the focal length. So this focal length is positive. This focal length is positive because it is along the direction of this ray. So this focal length is positive. F will be equal to f. But the image is formed on this side. Image is formed on this side. That is the opposite side of the direction of the ray. The direction of the ray is towards this side, but the image is formed towards this side. So that's why v will be equal to minus d. V will be equal to minus d because the image is formed towards this side and the ray is moving towards this side. And finally, u will be equal to minus u. U will be equal to minus u. U will be equal to minus u because the same way like v, this object is also towards the opposite direction of the opposite side of the direction of the ray. The direction of the ray is towards this side, but the object is towards this side. So that's why v is equal to minus d, u is equal to minus u. So if you put these values in this equation, what we will get? 1 by f is equal to, what is v? V is equal to minus d. So if we put the value of v to be minus d, we can get 1 by f is equal to minus 1 by d minus u is given as minus u. So if we put the value 1 by minus u, so this will give us the value, so I'm running this portion. Okay, I'm writing over here. So this can be written as 1 by f plus 1 by d is equal to 1 by u, because this term, if you take towards this side, this will be plus 1 by d and this will be minus, this will be plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f plus 1 by d. So finally what can we get? Fd d plus f is equal to 1 by u. So what will be u then? U can be written as, u will be equal to Fd divided by d plus f. U will be equal to Fd divided by d plus f. So if we put this value of u, in this equation, that is m is equal to d by u. If we put this value of u in this equation, so what we will get? Let us see. I'm rubbing this portion. So what it will be then? So m value will be equal to m is equal to d divided by u. So this will be equal to d divided by u. So u value is what? U value is d divided by Fd divided by d plus f. So this was the value for u. We are putting from this equation the value for u. So finally m will be equal to d into d plus f divided by Fd. D into d plus f divided by Fd. So this d gets cancelled. So m will be equal to 1 plus d divided by f, 1 plus d divided by f, 1 plus d divided by f. If you simplify, it will be 1 plus d divided by f. So this is the angular magnification. This is the magnification when the image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision. So when the image is formed at the least distance of distinction, this is the angular magnification. So what was the image, what was the angular magnification? What was the angular magnification when the image was formed at infinity? It was m is equal to d divided by f. M is equal to d divided by f. And the another one equation for angular magnification is, and the another one equation for angular magnification for the least distance of distinction is equal to, is m is equal to 1 plus d divided by f, and the another equation is m is equal to d divided by f for the for when the image is formed at the, when the image is formed at infinity. At that time the angular magnification is given as m is equal to d divided by f. When the image is formed at the least distance of distinction, the angular magnification is given as m is equal to 1 plus d divided by f, 1 plus d divided by f. So this was simple microscope derivation of angular magnification for simple microscope. So this was the derivation of angular magnification for simple microscope. So next, in the next video we are going to discuss, on compound microscope. Okay, so thank you.